Hello friends, we are Wanderers in Black. We like to travel and discover unique and unusual places and have fun along the way. Life is short, so let's seize the moment. Join us for a wander at our next destination.
Hello friends, so our last evening in Florence, we just been to Dante Alighieri's house, which is a museum. It was absolutely fantastic. Now we're going to go to a steak restaurant, and I'd like to tell you a little story because last year when we were in Buenos Aires, Argentina, we went to Don Julio, which is now #1 steak restaurant in the world, 2024. And we found that there's a restaurant here, which is #19 steak restaurant in the world, and it's called Regina Bistecca. Now we looked at some reviews, and apparently sometimes you have a good time, sometimes you don't. I guess it depends on how they are feeling. We'll find out soon. From Florence, this is Wanderers in Black. Cheers, friends.
Yes, friends, our experience at Don Julio was unforgettable. Here are a few action shots from our visit there.
Hello friends, so we decided to try and get into one of the most exclusive restaurants in Buenos Aires called Don Julio.
You usually have to book months in advance, but we heard if you just turn up and wait, there was a chance of getting a table.
We've been waiting for half an hour. Our champagne has been refilled 3 times. I think these people are trying to get us drunk.
Champagne was served while we waited, and after an hour, we got a table and had one of the best steak dining experiences. The presentation, the ambience, and the flavors were out of this world. Don Julio was number 14th best steak restaurant in the world back then, and they definitely deserve to be #1 today. We even had a private tour of their amazing wine cellar, and as far as service goes, it was top notch. If you want to see that episode, just click on the above link. Now back to Florence. So how will we go with tonight's dinner, I wonder? How will it compare to our Don Julio experience? Let's find out. The first thing we noticed is that there were hardly any people around. Perhaps they will arrive later.
Grazie.
We prefer less people anyhow, less noisy, and you get more attention. Now let's check out the menu, but we already knew what we were having. Steak and red wine. Very impressive menu, by the way.
Two different type of steak. Italian Frisona from North Italy, 1.1 kg with a bone. Regina Bistecca selection from Croatia, 1.1 kg with a bone too. This one it's a T-bone, so have a little fillet that it's more tender. This one it's a more ribeye. Choose which one you prefer.
I think that one is good. Okay, which one is that you can do the most medium rather than rare?
Both, but if you want a suggestion, this one for the marbling inside will be more juicy and tender while you cook it medium.
Sure. Okay, let's do that.
83 euro.
Yeah, okay, and then size on top. Yeah?
Yes, exactly.
What I like is Syrah, very strong with a lot of body, 14% plus.
I check, yeah. Perfect. I will check and I will tell you, I will suggest you some wines.
So friends, we ordered the steaks. Did you see the size of them? They were absolutely massive. We're not ordering any sides except for some grilled vegetables. And apparently, if we come here 19 more times, we can have our names engraved on these knives, which will be placed in a special cabinet, and it will be our personal ones. So just 19 more times, friends. We actually asked for a wine suggestion, so they will get back to us about that. I must say, the service has been extremely friendly and good. So let's see how it goes from here.
And our homemade bread. Just waiting for the steak. Grazie. Around 40 euro. It's a blend. There is Syrah, there is the Cabernet Sauvignon, there is a little bit of Sangiovese.
And what is the percentage?
14.
14.
Nice.
Okay, 17. Okay. So so cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
You're getting me all excited. Grazie. Okay, so while we're waiting for our massive steaks to cook, they gave us some really nice bread with a ragu dip and anchovy and garlic. We don't normally eat seafood, but this is absolutely delicious, and of course so is that. And for the wine, we got a 2022 Rosso, which is 14%, and it's not that bitey in your mouth, but there's a lot of flavor. I think it's going to go really well with the steak. Yeah, can't wait for the steak.
Oh, that looks interesting. I wonder if they have a wine cellar. Okay, it's nearly showtime.
Bernese.
Grazie. Uh-oh. Is there...
No, it's just good.
A slightly chipped plate.
Oh, thank you for noticing.
We asked for medium, but the steak looked a bit undercooked. I guess it's up to the taste test now.
So the steak is very tender. Maybe it's more medium rare to medium. You can try it for me. If you don't like how it's cooked, just tell me. I will cook all the steak more medium. Okay.
Grazie. Let me try this one.
The steak was juicy, tender and flavoursome. The restaurant ticked all the necessary boxes when it comes to dining, with very good service, wine selection and attentive staff. However, if you are sensitive to smells, just be aware that because the steaks are a bit bloody, you will be able to smell it. Apart from that, you can see why they are number 19 in the world. We asked if we could get a tour of the wine cellar. They didn't have one, but they were kind enough to show us the wine selection anyhow.
The wine you see around the restaurant.
What is the oldest bottle that you have?
Oldest bottles, we don't have really old bottles because the restaurant is very young. But we have something from history of Tuscany. This is Biondisanti, one icon from Tenuta Greppo, Jacopo Biondisanti, reserved 20A, 2010. Look the numbers, numbered bottles. It's 100% Sangiovese. It's considered one of the best Brunello on the planet.
Alcohol?
The alcohol usually doesn't matter. Yeah, depends which wine, but now 90% of the wine are between 13.5 and 15, between that. Also, we have another legend. Maybe you know Petrus from Pomerol. This is the Masseto. This is the best Merlot that we have in Tuscany.
Okay, that's amazing. Can I ask how much that is going for?
$1,090 euros, 1,550, 1,650. Also, the three big of Tuscany, Solaia, Sassicaia, Ornellaia. Sassicaia, for 30 years, was considered the best wine on the planet. Solaia.
This one?
Yes, from San Guido estate. Solaia from Marchesi Antinori, a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon and Sangiovese. My favorite wine. I have a piece of my heart on this wine. talking about 600 euros,
that's
500, 400. Outer Merlot from Castello di Ama, 100% Merlot. We start from 700, 6, 500.
Alcohol content. Oh yeah,
I told you,
amazing. Yeah.
Almost of the wines are between that. And I want to show you something special.
Please.
My favorite one.
Oh, nice.
This is from Tenuto Hortense, Fratini. Touch it. Touch the bottles if you want. It's not a label. It's inside it on the glass. The alcohol content 15.
Nice.
Because it's a Bulgari Superior.
Okay.
This is a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, and Merlot Classical Bordeaux Lazy Cut. Just 10,000 bottles by year. 550.
Okay.
Bulgari. So Bulgari is an area, mainly the coast in Tuscany, in Livorno. From Bulgari here. In fact, we have Cabernet, Merlot, Malbec. You see the Masseto? This one.
Yeah.
The funnel.
Wow. How much is that one?
Better that I don't tell you, sir.
Okay.
More than 5,000.
More than 5,000. Okay.
And for having this one, you can't ask to the winery. The winery decide to give it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
You know what I understand.
You said you're a young restaurant, so when did you first open?
2017. Sir.
I'd like to say congratulations on being 19 in the world.
Thank you.
So for 2024, that is fantastic. Top 20, and we had an amazing time. We want to come back another 19 times to get our knife. Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and it was really a pleasure.
Talking about wine, I'm a wine lover, so that's just a huge pleasure for me.
Thank you.
Well, that was a really informative and overall a great dining experience. So if you are heading to Florence and are a steak lover, do pay this restaurant a visit. What a fantastic way to spend our last night in this amazing city. Thank you for watching, friends, and please join us again for the next episode as we continue our journey of discovery in Italy. See you soon. Cheers!
Wow, 19 more times, friends, and then one of these is ours.